May 23rd, 2018, 10 p.m. Cameron Herron was speeding down the Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa, Florida. Cameron's Ford Mustang was topping speeds of 100 miles per hour. He was engaging in one of his favorite hobbies, illegal street racing. His car slows down from 100 miles an hour to 40 and then to 30, but he drops his speed too quickly and loses control. Cameron's car veers directly into two people, but he has no time to slow down for Jessica Riesinger Albanaut and her 1-year-old daughter Lilia. 18-year-old Cameron eventually stops his Mustang, but it's too late. What's done has been done, and it will change his life forever. April 9th, 2021. By now, Cameron has spent some time in jail, but today is the day he receives his sentencing, 24 years. You may think this is the end of the road for Cameron and the end of this story, but really it's just the beginning. After Cameron's sentence was read out, he was led away and taken to prison. At this time he was 21 years old, and this meant he would be released from prison by the time he was 45. That's pretty much all of his life gone. But just hours after video of his sentencing was released, #JusticeForCameron began trending. This was on various social media platforms, but mainly on TikTok. Now, you may be wondering, did TikTok users stumble across evidence the jury didn't see? Did they do some investigation and find out that he's actually innocent? Well, no. Instead, TikTokers were trying to free Cameron Herron because he is, quote, too cute to go to jail. Despite Cameron taking the life of a 20-year-old mother and her 1-year-old child, many on TikTok still felt sorry for him. He would often drive at up to 160 miles an hour during street races, and he was known for being somewhat of a bad boy. But because TikTok users thought he was so attractive, they say that 24 years in prison is too much. Many began posting videos all about Cameron Herron. They were directing people to call police stations and courtrooms trying to reduce his sentence. Not that that would even work, but they were trying everything they could. Other people were making fan cams of Cameron and using the song "I'm in Love with a Criminal." Some boys even tried to recreate the Cameron Herron look to get more followers. And this worked, with some videos getting millions and millions of likes. One TikTok user, Hannah Kosh, explained the phenomenon. She said people on the internet and on TikTok specifically think that the punishment is too harsh, and that Cameron deserves a second chance. Some comments on this video said things like, "Poor boy, I hope they will forgive him. He looks so innocent, I don't think he did it on purpose." Another said he's simply too cute to go to prison. Cameron actually did have a TikTok and a Twitter account. The Twitter account has since been suspended for unknown reasons, but his TikTok account racked up over 2 million followers despite him not having any videos. A Change.org petition was even started to free Cameron. So far, this has racked up more than 27,000 signatures. And as I record this video, more people are signing the petition every single second. Cameron definitely does look worried in this court video. And although he did initially plead not guilty, he has now admitted he did do the crime, but by accident. I'm sure this was a total accident. But when you're illegally street racing at 100 miles an hour, what do you think is going to happen? There is a strange psychology of people being attracted to criminals. Something similar happened with the Night Stalker. Richard Ramirez was a serial life taker operating in California in the 1980s. When he was eventually caught in 1985, many women showed up to his trial every day. They would say they loved him and were obsessed with him. He would also get a crazy amount of fan mail from women who loved him. This was mainly because they found his courtroom photos attractive, which is exactly what happened with Cameron Herron. Cameron's fans come from around the world. They are mainly in the United States and Middle East though. Some of his fans were able to find personal photos of Cameron dating back to middle school, and others even drew their very own fan art of Cameron as an anime character. In just a few weeks, there were more than 100,000 tweets about Cameron, with a new one coming every 30 seconds. There were also many videos on TikTok about Cameron, and videos related to Cameron on TikTok were viewed more than 1.8 billion times. You may think that Cameron's family would appreciate all of the support, but the support was so intense that they actually found it creepy. Cameron's mother said that the supporters have, quote, an obsession, an unhealthy obsession. She said many of Cameron's supporters are calling her, sometimes in the middle of the night. There have also been various free Cameron Herron websites set up. If you trace the IPs of these websites, they mysteriously lead to China and Switzerland. Cameron Herron supporters also spammed Twitter with free Cameron tweets. This led to Twitter suspending 900 accounts and taking down around 80,000 tweets. It's not clear exactly why these accounts and tweets were taken down, but a Twitter spokesperson said that they are still investigating the situation. All of the support for Cameron has also not been good for the victim's family. The Riesinger-Albernaut family have been subject to very insensitive social media posts, and also lots of inaccurate information about Jessica. Some of the victim's family members even deleted their social media accounts. That's because all of the messages and unwanted attention became too much to handle. However, Cameron's mother Cheryl Herron says it's not all bad. She has been sent hundreds of letters from Cameron's fans. After all, she did not do anything wrong, and now her son will be locked up for 24 years. She shared many of these letters with the Times newspaper. They came from all over the world, from Tampa Bay locals to Ohio and Massachusetts, and even some from the UK, Europe, and the Middle East. However, Cameron's mother says she's also very scared by some of his fans. She said they stalked Cameron's family members on social media and found lots of old photos, posts, and information about Cameron. At one point, her account was even hacked. Cameron's fans have also caused a lot of problems for the county jail and police departments in Florida. Cameron's fans flooded the prison facility with phone calls, and they also found the phone numbers of guards there and even hacked some of their social media accounts. This did not go well for Cameron and landed him in solitary confinement. Cameron has since been moved to the Graceville Correction Facility near the Alabama state line, and his current security status is close custody. This is one level below maximum security. You have to feel bad for everyone involved in this situation. Even though it was Cameron's fault, he did not mean to take a mother and child's life. And now the family of Cameron and also the victim's family are being harassed. You have to wonder though, if Cameron wasn't so good looking, would he get all of this support? You may be wondering what happened to the guy he was racing. Well, Cameron had been racing John Barano. Despite not actually striking anyone with his car, John did plead guilty to vehicular homicide, and also one misdemeanor charge of racing. For this, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison, but there was not one TikTok, tweet, or petition asking for him to be released from prison. Maybe because people did not find him as cute as Cameron. There may be real cases of people who actually didn't do a crime but are in prison for it anyway. But this is not one of those times. Instead, it's simply lots of people on TikTok finding someone attractive and feeling sorry for them because of that. You have to put Cameron's looks aside and remember the crime he did. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Do you think that Cameron's sentence should be reduced, and if so, why? If you want some more amazing videos, check out my second channel. But as always, thanks for watching. There are some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.